Good morning everyone. So those who are watching my video, might be you would be standing, you would be sitting, you would be walking on the roads. Do you know why you are able to walk on the road, or why you are able to stand or why you are able to sit? It's because of the skeletal system. So today we are going to discuss regarding a topic, that is our skeletal system. So without skeletal system, a person will not be able to survive, will not be able to protect the internal organ, will not be able to stand, will not be able to move, will not be able to sit. So there are so many functions. Without the skeletal system, it is not possible. So now let's see what is skeletal system. So here when we are talking about the skeletal system, so skeletal system is consisting of two things. One, it is consisting of the bones, and other it is consisting of the joints. So in the skeletal system we are having the bones and the joints. So bones and joints, we can say the framework of bones and joints is known as the skeletal system. So I can write down here framework of bones and joints. Framework of bones and joints is known as the skeletal system. We can say it as skeletal system, or I can say as the skeleton also. In Hindi we call it as kankal. So now when we are talking about the skeletal system, so already I told that we are having the bones. So first we will be discussing regarding the bones only. So in the bones, so here the second thing what I have written, how many bones do we have? So it is different. In the case of the adult, the number of bones are different. In the case of the infants, the number of bones are different. When we are talking about the number of bones present in the infants, it is 300 plus. When we are talking about an adult, it is 206. The number of bones present is 206. So when regarding this, so what happens to this 300 plus bones? How it becomes 206 in the case of adult? So when an infant starts to grow, when the development starts, at that time this 300 plus bones starts to fuse together, they starts to join together, and after joining together it makes the number of bones as 206 bones. So now if we are talking about the functions of the skeletal system, why it is so important to study about the skeletal system, so we can say it provides shape and support to the body. As already I told that, for example, if I don't have my vertebral column, then I will not be able to stand also properly. For example, I don't have the bones in my body. If I don't have the joints in my body, I will not be able to stand. For example, right now I am holding this marker. So you can see I am holding this marker. In this holding process also, what's happening? I can see I am using my bones, I am using my joints also. Without it, it's not possible. For example, if my bones are being fractured, if my joints are not available, do you think that I will be able to hold this marker? No, it's not possible. So it's very important that the bones and joints are very important for us. So I can say that it is providing shape and support to the body. Second thing we can, function we can say, it protects our internal organs. So internal organs, for example, heart. So have you seen that the heart is pumping outside in the human being? No, it's not pumping outside. It is inside. So whenever, for example, whenever any accident occurs, so at the time, your heart is being protected. Your heart doesn't get damaged. So who is protecting? Our skeletal system is protecting. Our skeletal system is protecting our internal organs. For example, we can take our brain even. So when we get an accident, or when we fell down from the stairs also, our brain is not coming out from our skull portion. Our brain is there only. So what's happening? Our brain is also being protected. So who is protecting? Our skeletal system is protecting our brain. So we can say our internal organs, the brain, everything is being protected by the skeletal system. Now, after this, we will be starting to discuss about the number of bones present in the skeletal system. Okay, so I already told that in the skeletal system, we are having the bones as well as joints. So now we'll be discussing the details of the number of bones present in our skeletal system. So our skeletal system is being classified into two types. One, we are having the axial skeleton, and the other we are having the appendicular skeleton. So in the axial skeleton, what is axial skeleton? So in the axial skeleton, which part is being comprising? It is comprising of the head and the trunk of a vertebrate. So in the case of vertebrates are having the bones, they are having the vertebrae. So they are known as the vertebrates. So in the case of axial skeleton, we are having 80 bones. And the second part, we are having the appendicular skeleton. In the appendicular, the rest 126 bones are present in the appendicular skeleton. And what it is comprising? The appendicular skeleton is comprising of the limbs and the girdles. So now we will be studying one by one in detail. First we'll start with the axial skeleton. So in the axial skeleton, we are having 80 bones in the axial skeleton. So the axial skeleton is also further classified into 4 parts. Let's see what are the 4 parts. One, we are having the skull. Second, we are having the vertebral column. Third, we are having the sternum. Fourth, we are having the ribs. Now let's see how many bones are present in each part. So first we'll be talking about the skull. So in the skull, how many bones are present? The number of bones are 29 in the case of skull. When we are talking about the vertebral column, it is having 26 bones. In the case of sternum, it is having 1 bones. In the case of ribs, it is having 12 pairs. So I can write down 24. So this is the division of the number of bones present in our axial skeleton. So number of bones present in the skull is 29. Number of bones present in vertebral column is 26. Number of bones present in sternum is 1. Number of bones present in ribs is 24. Now one by one we'll be discussing in detail. So first let's start with the skull. So everybody has seen a skull, and we can see here in the image also the skull. So in the skull, what we are able to see? We are able to see the different parts present in the skull. So the skull is being divided into 3 parts. One is our facial bones, cranial bones, and third we are having the ear ossicles and hyoid bone. So here, facial bones. When we are talking about the facial bones, how many bones are present in the face? So we can see the bones present in our face. So the bones which are present in our face are coming under the facial bones, and you can see in the image also the number of bones present in the facial bones. So it is 14 in number. Let's see what are the names of the facial bones present out here. So we have maxilla, which is 2 in number, palatine, which is 2 in number, nasal, which is 2 in number, zygomatic, 2 in number, conchia, it is 2 in number, lacrimal, 2 in number, mandible, 1, and vomer is 1. So here I have written mandible. So in the skull, only the mandible part is there. This is a mandible part, and you can see out here in the image also the mandible part. The mandible part is only the movable part in our skull portion. Now after facial bones, we will be moving to the second part, that is our cranial bones. So cranial. So the cranial we are getting from the word cranium. So what is cranium? So cranium, it is the outer covering of the brain. So this is the cranial portion, and you can see in the image also the cranium. So the cranial bones, we are having 8 in number. 8 bones are present in our cranium portion. So what are the bones present out there? So here occipital, which is 1 in number, temporal, 2 in number, parietal, 2 in number, sphenoid, 1 in number, ethmoid, it is 1, frontal also it is 1. So this is the number of bones present in our cranial bones. And the third part which we are having in the skull, it is our ear ossicles. So in our ear ossicles, we can see our ears. In our ears, we are having 3 bones present. What are the 3 bones present out here? Malleus, incus, and steps. So here we are having these 3 bones present in our ears. So in one ear, I am having 3 bones. one I'm having malleus, incus and steps. So in the other ear also I'm having the 3 bones. So here we are having 6 bones in our ears. And hyoid bone, just below the mandible part, here we are having the hyoid bone, and you can see in the image also the hyoid bone. So the hyoid bone, it is 1 in number. So this is the division of the skull. So in the next video we will be learning about the vertebral column. So till then, thank you everyone. Have a nice day.